The Speaker of the Representatives Council, Fawzia Zainal, participated in Strategies of Achieving Food Security, Challenges and Opportunities Forum that is organized by Bahrain Center for Strategic International and Energy Studies, Dirasat. The Speaker confirmed that the Kingdom is taking a safe, stable path during exceptional circumstances under the leadership of His Majesty the King, which made the country stable and continue to develop and prosper. She pointed out that what His Majesty addressed about food security has produced a balance that is witnessed during the COVID-19 crisis, when national capabilities were accessible to all. She praised the efforts of the government led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister in achieving food security and translating the aspirations of His Majesty the King to implement national food production projects such as allocating spaces for fish farming and plant production, developing national capacities in the field of food industries, and raising the percentage of national production. For his part, the Sura Council Chairman Ali Saleh affirmed that the speech of His Majesty the King at the opening of the second session of the 5th legislative term drew a path for an integrated strategy for food security in the Kingdom, where His Majesty issued directives towards raising the level of food security through implementing a strategic project for national food production that aims to improve the quality of life in Bahrain. The chairman explained that the year 2020 was described as the year of food crisis as a result of the failure of international trade chains in food and their requirements due to the pandemic. He said that the Council's Legislative and Legal Affairs Committee was assigned to study food security legislative data in Bahrain with government and private agencies and relevant civil society institutions to know the reality of food security level in the Kingdom in order to achieve sustainable development goals and serve Bahrain Economic Vision 2030. Saleh affirmed that such proposals aim to adopt appropriate solutions to develop areas of self-sufficiency in the food field and the availability of strategic commodities that meet the needs of citizens and residents in a sustainable manner, and controlling these commodities and providing adequate stocks in quantity and quality. Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa affirmed that the directives of His Majesty the King formed a roadmap to achieve food security in the Kingdom with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. He added that the directives came to implement a strategy for national production using the most capable methods in order to overcome all challenges, especially those resulting from the pandemic. He added that the Ministerial Committee for Development Projects and Infrastructure will soon be completed the national strategy for food security in order to achieve sustainability. He announced the approval of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister to establish a National Committee for Food Security that will include a number of ministers and officials. He added that the current and future initiatives with national efforts and partnership with the private sector, Bahrain will rise in the International Food Security Indicator from 45th in 2020 to 25 in 2030. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah affirmed that Bahrain enjoys a good level of food security thanks to the government led by His Royal Highness and the directives of His Majesty the King. For his part, the chairman of the Board of Trustees of Dirasat, Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, affirmed during the opening speech of the 4th Annual Forum of the Center that Dirasat is known for its status and reputation as an intellectual platform for advanced research. The Center is also known for the creative initiatives it launches. He noted that the choice of food security as a theme for this year's forum is considered essential, as it must be addressed at all levels. Sheikh Abdullah added that the Kingdom has embodied through the vision of His Majesty the King that food security is considered a national priority that must be ensured through cooperation and coordination between the legislative and executive authorities to ensure a strategic stock of primary food commodities. He affirmed that the analysis of the current situation indicates that COVID-19 pandemic has created substantial changes to the world in an unprecedented manner. The pandemic has showcased the urgent need to ensure food security, considering the high cost of import and its disruption from some regions and the possible recurrence of such circumstances in the future.